It is because I had something telling me that I will not be replaceable. I don't want to be replaceable. I don't want to have a label. I want to have a legacy. I want to be known as someone who has goals and achieves them, and whatever they might be, wherever they might be. I want to be limitless. I want to break stereotypes. I want to go where no man or woman has gone before. And it might be a scary path, and it might be a path that no one's taken, but at least it'll be just mine. I've always tried to push the envelope a little bit, especially when I started in the movies in early 2000s. The girls were always the pretty, which is amazing as well. I love doing it. I love my sari blowing in the wind, and I love, the boys serenading me. I love all of that. But it was just limited to that. When I was told at a very young age, about 19 or 20, that, लड़कियां तो interchangeable होती हैं फिल्मों में. अगर दूसरी हीरोइन नहीं मिली तो नई लड़की लॉन्च कर लेंगे, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? I think subconsciously it really struck me in my head. And looking back retrospectively, I made my career what it is because I had something telling me that I will not be replaceable. I don't want to be replaceable. So, I was 18 and I started doing movies. I gave myself a year and a half. And I said, if I sense that I'm not good at what I'm doing and I don't see something opening up for me, I'm going to go back to college. I always had a plan B. I still always have a plan B. And that's what I always tell young people, that, life doesn't end. It just keeps moving. You have to put your blinkers on and find what you do best and just keep moving. Which is a different, who would debut as a villain? My first debut will be a villain, an antagonist. But to me, that strikes me as exciting. I don't like being conventional.
How do you become other people?
See, my process is very different. It's not at all about me, like Priyanka. It's completely about the character that I will create. I have to know her like my best friend. I do so much prep work in terms of who she is that whenever I have to do a scene, I know exactly how that person would react. It doesn't have to be me at all. Quantico was my first audition. I knew I had to go into this room and read these lines in front of all these people, but I was so nervous before I went in. So I went to the bathroom, I remember, before I went in, and I looked in the mirror, and it's so stupid and cliche. But I talked to myself and I said, what's wrong with you? You've played the most difficult characters in the most complicated movies. I tossed my hair a little bit, felt great, and walked out. Did my bit and got the job.
Mary Kom is of course helmed by you. This is on your shoulders. But the films you've done, apart from, let's say, Saath Khoon Maaf in 2011 or Barfi more recently, have been very much in that kind of glamour space. The Zanjeer, the Teri Meri Kahani, even Krish 3. I mean, you are essentially supporting the hero's narrative. Is this by design that you chose these movies, or are these the best of the lot?
No, I have to do those films to be able to do this film. It's the truth.
It's one for them, one for me.
It is the truth. My producer will not be able to raise money for this movie if I wasn't commercially viable. I become commercially viable if I do films which may not have me as a central part, but will end up making ridiculous amounts of money. As much as I love watching those films, and I get super excited, man, when I'm part of. But I'm never going to sit down and take credit for Krish and Dawn. But when I do a Barfi and that becomes 100 crores, even if I was playing a glamorous role, me and Ileana will get credit for that movie. You know what I mean? So it happens. This is a male-dominated movie business.